What's up, the John Squad? This is John Palini here, your YouTube World Harrison Champion here on YouTube. And boy, what a Raw we had last night. This was absolutely amazing. Marked out edition of Raw, of course, with a couple parts I want to talk about. Okay, I wrote everything here down on paper, so let's get things going here. We kick off WWE Monday Night Raw in London with Dean Ambrose, the Ambrose Asylum, Dean Ambrose's new talk show. He gets on the mic and talks about, the first thing he says about the news and about his talk show he introduces his first guest. His first guest is Shane O'Mac, Shane McMahon. And then they ask about what is Shane McMahon's goals. And Shane McMahon's goals is that it's all about the WWE Universe and what he can do to make everyone happy. So then out comes Kevin Owens, and he says that he's been seeing the same thing every day and every night with Shane McMahon. So then, after that, Sami Zayn comes out, and he talks about how that he was the first one to get called up from WWE before Kevin Owens. It's true, and that he only got to WWE was because of him. So then that leads, but not all that. Chris Jericho comes out, tells the fans to shut their mouths and be quiet. So then out comes Chris Jericho. He's talking, going on and on. So then Shane McMahon makes a match. Chris Jericho versus Sami Zayn later on tonight. And then we have is Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose for later on tonight for the main event. But wait, there was still more to this segment too that I want to get into it. What happens is that they all start to brawl, and Dean Ambrose is saying here to Shane McMahon, hold on to my plan. Hold on to my plan. Why, we're all going to brawl and take care of business. So then Shane McMahon does. Then they brawl. The heels get over the top rope. Jericho and Kevin Owens both go over the rope. And that's how the match, and not the match ends, but that's how the segment ends. Now, to kick off the first match of the night on Raw, let me just get this paper out of the way. Now, the first match of the night on Raw to kick off and start the show is we have Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho. The winner of the match is Chris Jericho because he poked Sami Zayn in the eyes. That's no good, but still, well, no, I respect Chris Jericho though, but I think Sami Zayn should have won, but still, everything's cool with me. I love Chris Jericho. Now, the second match of the night we have is Enzo and Cass. SAWFT. Soft. And you can't teach that. How you doing? And they versus the Dudleys, and the winner of that match is typically my favorite tag teams. Enzo and Cass win, and you can't teach that, and they advance on. How you doing? I love that saying. The third match of the night is Fandango da 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 versus Baron Corbin, and the winner of that match is Baron Corbin, of course. But then after the match, Dolph Ziggler tries to attack Baron Corbin, but unfortunately it fails for Dolph Ziggler. Though Baron Corbin attacks him outside the ring, and he hits the end days on him, and that's what basically ends that segment. Now, the next match on Raw we have is the New Day and Cesaro, but they did have Miz TV. Miz TV, of course, was awesome, but the Miz booked, well, not booked, but told Cesaro that his opponent is Rusev. But then out comes the New Day, and then they have a six-man tag team match. The Miz and the League of Nations team up against the New Day and Cesaro, and the winner of that match is Cesaro. He gets the win for the team, and the New Day and Cesaro win. And then we have this other segment in the ring that we have is AJ Styles and Roman Reigns. We had a segment with them in the ring, and boy, was it funny how the crowd was just booing Roman Reigns. I got into it. I loved it personally. I'm not a huge fan of Roman Reigns. I can understand that, but still, are they turning Roman heel? It just seemed like that last night on Raw that he seemed like that heel, the way he was talking, like a heel turn. But then we have that Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson attack Roman Reigns. After and AJ Styles just walks, and I marked out so hard during that. I was like, no way, no way, is this really happening? Could the Bullet Club be back together? AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson. I enjoyed that segment. And AJ Styles did say this, that he's gonna mark his own turn and that he's gonna win back that belt, and not win back, but take the belt. That's what's gonna happen. Botched there for a minute. Okay, now after that segment, Roman Reigns is talking to AJ Styles backstage and says that you knew that, you planned that all along, but AJ Styles saying, hey, bro. Oh, he didn't really say that, but I'm just saying in my own words that, hey, I did not do any of that stuff back there. So I know I'm been friends with him, but I don't need anyone's help. The next match on Raw is that we have is an A Divas tag team match. Natalia versus Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch and Paige versus Tamina, Naomi, Summer Rae, and Charlotte. Charlotte taps out by the sharpshooter. Natalia, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Paige wins the match. Awesome. Good for them. But Natalia did say backstage that she is going to get her title shot against Charlotte, and guess who's going to be in her corner? Not only Bret the Hitman Hart will be in her corner. That's good. I hope Natalia wins that payback too. Now, kind of some okay matches. We have the Vaudevillains. The Vaudevillains defeated the Usos. That's what I know from there, and that's they advance on. They'll be facing Enzo and Cass next Monday on Raw, I think, or could it be during SmackDown? Who knows what's going to happen from there? But we have the Vaudevillains defeated the Usos, and they move on, so that means they'll be facing Enzo and Cass. Then we had Apollo Crews defeat Heath Slater. That's awesome right there. So happy. Now, the main event of the night, the final one, Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens. Who's gonna win this main event? And not but only but you guess who wins the main event? Dean Ambrose hits the dirty deeds on Kevin Owens, and Dean Ambrose gets the win. And then after the match, Jericho attacks Dean Ambrose and hits him with the code breaker, and that is it to end Raw. Guys, I want to get your thoughts and your opinions. What did you think about this Raw? Did you enjoy it? Was it good? I'll read your comments. I know I love doing this for you all here on Tuesdays, giving you my Raw review. So once again, guys, please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. You're all the best, Sean Squad. Let's pound it 10 the video. That's how we do it here. You're all the best. You're one of a kind. Just think positive, guys. You guys are awesome to me, and I'm grateful to have you all right here. My heart. Yep, you can read it right there. Yep. Peace. Stay tuned for my SmackDown review.